What is up, guys? Today we're going to get a little bit further with the RB. We're going to get the top intake on. This guy sitting over here. Finally going to put it on, and it's going to be permanently on, at least, you know, until we throw the motor in, or unless something comes up and for some reason we need to take it off, which I don't see happening, because, you know, there's like nothing there except the fuel rail, but we should be good because it just lifts up. And then when we put the injectors in, when we get that whole fiasco sorted out. So what I have to do to make this work is, here's one of the bolts. I have to cut it. You can see there, it's been cut, kind of. Well, it's been cut, and that's because it was too long for this intake, because the threads in there, they max out. It's not like a hole. So yeah, so we have to cut the hardware because it was a little too long, because the original manifold, which I don't have anymore, it was taking up too much room. I cleared a lot of the space here that's not going to be using, like the AC, the manifold, all that stuff we don't need. But it was sort of like, it would sit here, and I had a couple that came down actually, which I had to drill out. I think it was these two. I had to drill to get them the right size. Very nerve-wracking. Just when you do that, just make sure to go perfectly straight, as straight as you can, because you don't want to mess this up, because then you got to get another one. You got to get it shipped from, or find an importer or whatever, get it eBay, something. But yeah, so the stock one, the bolts are too long, so that's what we're going to be doing today, so we can hopefully get that on and be good. And then I can finally, because I keep the gasket in here, and I'm just worried about it getting creased, and then, you know, if we get it on, we won't have to worry about that. So like I said earlier, we have to shorten the bolts. So this is how I do it. You can do it another way. You can go buy shorter bolts, or if you have a grinder, bandsaw, whatever, anything that can cut metal, you can cut them shorter, and it'll still be good. So that's what we're gonna do. So you just take a nut that's the same thread as whatever bolt you have, put it on, and then cut it. And then when you cut it, you spin the nut off, spin it back on and off and on a few times, just to recreate the threads, just to make it easier on yourself. Because if you cut it without a nut on it, it's kind of hard to get the threads fixed, unless you get lucky. So yeah, make sure that you mark it as well. Then put the nut on. And then put it in a vise, preferably, if you have one. You can also hold it with vice grips and cut it that way. Up to you. I'm gonna use a vise because I have a vise, so might as well use it. So yeah, and we need our mad scientist goggles. So after you cut it, just thread it off, just spin it, and then get it, you know, most of the way off, tighten it, get it back on, get it back off, back on, back off. Do that a couple times, just because you want to make sure that when you go to put this in, you don't have to fight it too much. just like that. Boom. And this one is good to go. Alright boys, we got them. We got them all cut to length, so we're good. So now we can get that bad boy on. And just like that, we're all good. I actually ended up having to get 3 bolts down here, this guy, and then like 2 somewhere in there, because I guess I cut mine too short or whatever, messed up. So bolts are cheap, just a couple bucks. Got that, lock washers, all the good stuff. So yeah, we're done here. So that'll be it for today. Next, we're hopefully gonna get the injectors in, and today's Tuesday, tomorrow Wednesday, I'm gonna order the turbo, and I don't know when it's gonna show up. I'm not sure yet, but I'm excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so good. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below what turbo do you think I'm getting, and then hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.